If you just caught it, we just checked in with Alan, and definitely the snow is coming down. Streets are looking very slick, so please be careful. Hopefully you're not watching this and driving,
right,
of course, but it's you have to be careful.
Absolutely, and you know, the big roads, the Turnpike, Route 1, those are usually a little bit better. It's the side roads you got to be careful on.
Yeah.
Just take your time. We've been through many of these before. We'll get through it. I want to start with the snowfall map, which I don't usually do at the beginning of the weathercast, but it gives me a minute just to kind of explain our thinking. And that is the heaviest area of snow is probably going to be here in central Maine and on the mid-coast. There are going to be some bands that develop. By bands, I mean kind of lines of snow that set up around 2 or 3 in the morning that last past sunrise tomorrow, that can drop an inch or more of snow per hour. But they will not be statewide. It's going to be a localized area, and we think the localized area is this part of the state. Surrounding it, Bangor, Bar Harbor, we have you in 2 to 5. You don't get much at all over far eastern and northern Maine. And then in southern Maine, you probably don't get into those very heavy bands after midnight, so we have you in 2 to 5. This is never going to be exactly right, but it's our best shot as we see it now. It could slide somewhat closer to Rockland. I don't see it going much farther west than Lewiston, but this is how we see it playing out now. We have Portland in the 5 to 9, certainly north of Portland in 5 to 9, and south of Portland in 2 to 5. Snow has begun in western and southern Maine. Visibilities are dropping down to a half-mile visibility in Sanford, so a pretty good burst of snow coming through there. And as we've seen through the evening, the roads are snow-covered and slippery already in western and southern Maine. And even on the mid-coast, heard from Don Kerrigan. He's in South Bristol. They already have a coating of snow on the ground there, and they're going to get some of the heaviest snow late tonight. Snowing back up into the mountains where it's a lighter and fluffier snow. You can see the progression of this to the east. That means by about 9 o'clock, we get light snow in Bangor and Bar Harbor, steady snow over central, southern, and western Maine at that point. It may be a little bit of a wetter snow right at the coast, but inland it's cold enough that this is going to be a fluffier snow that really stacks up. After midnight tonight, you can see these wind arrows here. This is a little axis of extra energy and convergence, we call it. And those winds coming together can force heavier snow bands to develop right where they do come together. That's the Norland Trough. And it looks like from Augusta southward down toward the mid-coast is where that possibility is going to be highest. Down east is lighter, fluffier snow. Over southern Maine, you might even get some breaks where it doesn't come down that hard during the middle of the night tonight. 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, that area of heaviest snow focused right here over central and mid-coast Maine, and then it does drift south late morning. There's 9 o'clock. It might clip Portland on its way out. And by noon, we're breaking the snow apart and tapering it down. So I think that by noontime, the accumulation is done for most everybody. Christmas Eve plans, it'll be cold, it'll be dry. There will be slippery spots out there from the snow on the ground, but no worries travel-wise otherwise. And then Christmas morning, we may have some festive flakes out there. Could be a coating of snow on the ground from these snow showers that roll on by, and that's with a cold front that will drop the temperatures in a big way for Friday. On the water tomorrow sees 3 to 5 feet. There is a gale warning up through early afternoon tomorrow. So the heaviest snow again, overnight tonight, central Maine, mid-coast, and tomorrow morning it's going to be tough getting around, especially in those areas that get the heaviest snow. Outside of there, not quite as bad. Some snow showers on Thursday, cold on Friday, and it stays cold on Saturday. We won't have as much wind on Saturday, but Friday the wind chill will be a factor. And then there is another storm in the 7-day. That is late Sunday into Monday. It may start as snow, and we could see some mixing. That depends on the track of the storm, of course, Bailey. But what snow we do get, it's a white Christmas, and it's not going to melt anytime soon.
And that is great news for this holiday week.
It sure is.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And as a reminder, you can always find the latest weather updates on our streaming app, News Center Maine Plus. We have a live radar that's streaming 24/7. You can also find any current weather warnings and focused forecast for the next several hours in towns across Maine.